Hey Gemini, I'm Walker, and this is part 2. Is that straight? Sorry. We're going to do advice from the divine masculine or a passed away patriarch, and we're going to talk about work, money, investments. And by the way, I got prompted to pick some fresh roses and rosemary for you guys. So rosemary, I don't know if that name means anything to anyone. Or keep some fresh rosemary near you. I don't know why. I'm hearing mother birds will put fresh rosemary in the nest of their babies as like a natural aromatherapy. Oh, that just lit up. That's interesting. So maybe someone needs to implement aromatherapy, especially if you're a mother. It could be as simple as fresh rosemary. And for someone else, it's that your passed on patriarch wishes they could buy you flowers, and they can't. And they wish you would buy flowers for yourself more often. Or stop to smell the roses for somebody else if you're moving really, really fast. Because the advice in the last video was all about rest. So he's reiterating that. Yes, rest. Sleep in. It's time to sleep in. It's time to allow yourself to really rest deeply. Because you've broken free from something substantial. And to move forward on your new start with your new life and your new love, you kind of got to get back to square one with your energy level. And it's not good. He's saying, okay, it's not like you have to go within and think deeply about yourself and your life. You've already done that. You've already done that. There's a self-awareness here that he's applauding you for. Okay. Communication. And let's see. There's B again. Beautiful. Yeah, reiterating, once you let this go, once you let these people go who don't understand you, who insist on misunderstanding you, who, like I was saying in the little other video, resting steadily, cushy dreamily in their delusion and delusions, so multiple delusions about you, you step away from that. You let it go. You don't try to prove them wrong, is what he's saying. You can't change their mind because they can't comprehend. Yeah. This is you rising from the flames, the ashes. You were like broken down completely, but you can never be broken down completely. You just had to let those go who are fine with you being in that place. You know, you are not your past, you are your future. That's what he's saying. You are not your past, you're your future. Yeah, someone's going to come back for another start, a fresh new go at things. If this is an ex relationship, it's a no. Nothing old. You never look back, is what he's saying. You don't look back because you know that it's always going to be you having to support them and them never being there for you emotionally, physically, monetarily, or to understand you. It's like you need to be understood. He's kind of saying there's going to be no more relationships in your life, whether it's your job, your love, your family, where you accept anything less than authenticity. And it takes so much energy to try and meet someone halfway who's insisting on projecting their delusions onto you. So you have to let that person go. Don't let them back in your life. Okay. Work. Ooh. Yeah. That's a problem. Work right now is a problem. So if you've been looking for work for a long time and nothing's happened yet, don't give up. Oh my gosh, almost since pandemic I haven't been able to find work. I've been in my head about it. I can really understand how that feels when it's just a month goes by, another month goes by, and another month goes by. And meanwhile, you've got this kind of anguish about it. It's gone from being worried about it to just feeling kind of confused and worried and guilty, and the mindset's not helping. The mindset's not helping. So what do we do? Or the job is breaking you down, and that's the troglodytes that you're around. Let's see. Yeah. Walk away. Big time. Anyone that accepts you as a sacrifice or is okay with you taking the brunt of the work and then they swoop in, or you always playing the part of the martyr where it's a good cop, bad cop dynamic in your relationship and you accept one role or the other. No more. You haven't met your true love yet. You haven't met your soulmate yet. Your higher... Oh, he wants to talk about love too. Okay. You haven't met your higher level soulmate yet. So, going from having to be the warrior all the time, like gun on your hip, knife in your boot, ready to go, you won't be asked to remain in that realm any longer. Okay, so if you feel like it was saying before there, I needed to learn something from this. I had to wrap my head around it. I had to do something over and over again to understand it. You did. You did. There's no more to be understood here. Time to move on. You cut your losses. You see whatever different perspective you needed to see. If it was another side of someone you didn't know was there, a different side of your boss that you didn't know was there, or, what's that? For one person, I'm going to delve into a little boss situation here. Ooh. Oh my God. Wow. Some of you have an evil, evil boss. Like he's just... She. It could be a Libra. It could be... It could be an Aquarius. But this person was incredibly unjust to you. There's an literal injustice here. Okay, what's an example? He's like, give him an example. I don't know. Hold on. K-pop. Okay, I'm using K-pop as an example because everybody knows what it is at this point. I was kind of delving into that world in the last couple of years. You know, it started as, I love this. I still love that group, yes, but you see the dark underbelly of it. And I started to learn about the CEO of my favorite K-pop band that I love so much. And I found out that what he is doing is literally criminal. Money laundering, embezzling. This motherfucker, who ain't in jail yet, by the way, in South Korea, was not just laundering money, like, besides the whole exploitive slave contracts that they are known for on that label. Besides all that, this motherfucker, fuck you, guy, by the way, fuck you for this. He was opening up dummy accounts, corporations. He was buying up properties, homes, in the names of his idols, in the names of those that he was supposed to support and protect and help, shine their light to the world, make the world a better place. This one, pedophile. Oops. Did that come out? These people have no idea that their CEO, that their boss is not only creating an incredibly dangerous environment for them, these creative people that are signed, but they couldn't get out if they want to at this point. And I don't know if he'll go to jail. From what I can tell, it's so corrupt that, I mean, he took a kind of, what do you say it? That guy learned from the worst of the worst in the record business in Hollywood. Like, he came to California to learn how to be an exploitive, I don't even know what word I could use for this disgusting slime bag. Treat his, his talent like his own personal little harem. And then exploit them, and then not pay them what they're worth, and drive them almost to death and starvation and exhaustion, and use their names and destroy their credit without them knowing by embezzling money in their name, laundering money, corporations, properties in their name. Like, this is what I'm getting that someone's had to deal with. And if that's a metaphor, take it as this gigantic criminal enterprise, and it's kind of macrocosm of it. You had to learn that those in power will use their power for wickedness, evilness, greed, violence, and all the while smiling to your face and promising a beautiful future for you if you just keep going, if you just let them abuse you a little bit more, a little bit longer. So if you're still in this situation, what do you do about it? So it's like if that person, so if we're taking that metaphor and there's a talented person who is signed to that label, like an idol, let's say, is what they call it there. Oh, God. It's just making me sick to think about. It just makes me sick to think about. But, it's not just you. It's like an abuser would abuse a child. It's like if this guy got one of his young idols all wrapped up in his disgusting delusions and was doing all of these illegal things to them or to you, right? You're going to need to press charges. There's going to be some sort of an emotional tie that they want to get you tied up in. Oh no, we're friends. Oh no, you're misunderstanding. If it comes time where the authorities come to you and say, we're going to put this person away for the rest of their life, but we need you to testify, you are going to say yes. You are going to say yes. You're going to put aside your feelings and your fears and be a part of making this person answer legally for what they did to you or to your child or your creation, your spirituality, your gifts, your talents. They took advantage of that. They tried to make you a marionette on a string. It was more than just control. It was more than just abuse, is what I'm getting. And if this is a job, wow, the whole place is going to get taken over by like an authority that will shut it down. Oh, yeah. And it's going to make you happy as hell. It's like being and I want to feel like indentured servitude or something, like being a Someone's like slave made or something up in a high-rise building. It's above everything. Nobody knows you're up there. Nobody knows you're stuck up there. Nobody can see you to help you. Nobody can hear you scream. And then all of a sudden, an act of God, seemingly, oh my God, comes in and creates a giant earthquake and just crumbles the whole building. And it's like everything you know in one moment is kind of dashed away in a moment of chaos, something like a tidal wave, an earthquake, a storm beyond all storms, and it crumbles this building into dust. And it might seem scary at first, and it might seem that this environment is like, oh no, we are crumbling. Oh no, we are in danger. No, we are not in danger. They are in danger. You are moving away safely and far enough so that that dust can never touch you again. After it crumbles, you hit the ground running, baby. You hit the ground running, and you don't look back. And at the end of that is justice for you. So I said that to say this. If it comes up to renew your contract, you're going to say no. Because this place is about to crumble anyway. They're about to be raided by the feds. It's about to be shut down. Or this CEO that has everyone wrapped around their fingers emotionally because they've learned how to create loyalty using black magic, manipulation, and blackmail. And blackmail. That's another thing that the CEO does. And that, from what I can tell, is a widespread practice in keeping K-pop stars quiet, subservient. Blackmail. I mean, they've driven talent to suicide with this shit. You are not going to be another statistic. I don't know who you are, but you are not going to be another statistic. So if you're in a moment right now where you're feeling like self-harm is the only way out, no. You have, look, this is what was being done to you. Black magic, manipulation, messing with your mind, trying to confuse you, not knowing who to trust, getting you away from your family, getting you away from your true friends, the ones that know who you are and love you for you, and don't project all this stuff onto you. Oh my God. Yeah, this person is, they would pretend to just be like this kind old loving grandpa or whatever, and they're the snake, the devil themselves. And they never had any intention of taking you with them. No. But guess what you get? Instead of doing the same thing over and over again, you ended that cycle. You walk away. You say no. You help prosecute. You get more than you ever thought you would end up with here. So it could be a literal settlement where whatever this scam is of a corporation or a company, they're going down. And that's why you need to be a part of that. That's why, even if it's scary, even if you never thought you would, you're going to say, yes, I will testify. Yes, I will participate. And that's the beginning of this settlement or this glow up, because you go from realizing that you can be happy by yourself to having all your dreams come true and all your monetary dreams come true. And this is like generational wealth. So it's money in the pocket, it's money in the bank, it's being able to go on vacation whenever you want, wherever you want, be as creative as you want without having to worry about cronies or anyone following you. So this person probably has, cronies, meaning like Flotsam and Jetsam, Corey and Trevor type mindless followers that do their dirty work, flying monkey type things. That's of the past. Once you say yes, to helping put this person away, or just saying yes to testifying, or adding your story somehow. You will get a settlement. You're going to be more wealthy than you ever thought. And if it's not that, it's a settlement from the gods themselves, where all of this is wiped away and you get a fresh start. And you get a community where you feel safe. And you get to celebrate all your hard work instead of having it siphoned away from you while you're up there in this high rise and no one can hear you scream. You were heard. You were heard. Your cries were heard. Just getting this Sinead O'Connor song where she says, ooh, I don't know. Oh God, I wish I could think of things without singing it. Sorry. Cringe warning. Where does she say, there isn't any answer to the question, you only learn to live with it. There isn't any answer in religion, don't believe the ones who say there is. But the voices are heard of all who cry. I am around you where loving men lie, kissing your plight, my baby child, kissing your plight, kissing your plight. I am the sun up in the sky, I am the moon that shines at night, I am the ground under your foot, and I hold you. Oh God. So you are embraced by Mother Earth, by Father Sky. You are beloved, and your cries were heard. If you thought no one heard your pain, no one saw your pain, and no one heard your cries, you're wrong. They heard you. And they're here to help you. The voices are heard of all who cry. The Great Mother hears you and embraces you and loves you, as does the Great Father. And he wants to help you, but you have to meet him halfway by maybe dealing with some authority figures that this person had you thinking were against you. They weren't against you, they were against him. It's like I'm thinking of like Warren Jeffs, that disgusting pedophile Mormon polygamist guy who likes to rape little girls. And he's in, and he had this entire community fearing the outside world. Anytime any authorities from the outside world would roll in, all these little kids are like flipping them off and get out of it. They think that the authorities are the bad guys. And that was the mind washing, the brainwashing. That was the CEO's protection. That was the pedophiles' protection. That was the cult leaders' protection. So it's like you coming in to realize that they had you think that no one cared about you because that was what kept them protected from the authorities. You're going to move forward with confidence and vigor in saying, yes, I will testify, I will prosecute, I will contribute, I will work with you. And that frees you. Justice will be done. Everything will be made right. But you have to say yes to maybe. Like I was saying. I don't like talking to cops. I hate it. I come from where I come from, we don't call cops. It's that sort of thing. But you're going to have to make that call. It's only going to be heartbreak over and over and over again. This CEO, this leader, this cult leader, or this ex-boyfriend or current boyfriend is only ever going to cause you heartbreak and pain, and they're never going to make it right. You know, if they're coming to you and they're like, all right, I know what looks bad. Hear me out. No. You make yourself unavailable. You are invisible. You say no to signing the contract again. The promises are only ever going to be that. Promises. Promises. What to do, what not to do. Get rid of excuses is what to do, what not to do. Assign a deadline. It's already over. So it's not, next week. We'll start tomorrow. You know, like if this is okay, well, I know I need to do this next month. No, this needs to be happening this week. If not in your mind, physically, emotionally, energetically, moving away from this despot, this control freak, this evil liar. They're abusive. They have this smiling face, and underneath they're a snake. Get rid of any excuses for them or anyone else in your life that is okay with lying to you and never following through or siphoning your energy. Or if they literally stole from you, you're going to cooperate with the authorities. Even if that's terrifying. Okay, not next year now. If someone comes to you this week and says, hey, this is happening, they're stealing from y'all's paychecks, or you're not getting the money you're supposed to, or these checks, or this, that was the kind of guy who would take out, to go back to the evil CEO, who I hope is dead soon. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that fucker die or go to jail. But, this person is evil. Whoever you were dealing with, it's not like it's a mundane thing, I have an evil boss. No, they were stealing from you. They were hurting you in some way. They were tearing down your confidence. If it is that basic, they wanted you to think that you needed them. No. They need you. Like all cult leaders. Like all cult leaders. And if it's you leaving a religion that was cult-like, congratulations. Today's the day. Today's the day. It'll never get any better. It'll never get any easier. Only harder. Only worse. Only more heartbreak. 3 of Swords twice. There. No more excuses. No more excuses. Who to embody, who not to embody. Who to embody. Royalty. You are royalty. This is like the jester taking over the castle, and they make the king or the queen think that, they're the one that has to scrub the chamber pots. No, you are royalty. Remember that. They are so beneath you. Even if they're the biggest billionaire in the world, they're a snake. They are stealing from you. If it's not money, it's energy. And you have every right to step on their neck in any way you can. That is not illegal. That does not cause damage to your soul or more karma. So you're not going to meet their wicked energy. You're not going to try and fix it yourself or exact revenge yourself. No. You're being advised here to, like I was saying, do the right thing, stay legal, keep it above, where they can touch you or see you. So if they dwell in the underbelly, you're going to remove yourself from any places, behaviors, addictions that keep you in that underbelly, that keep you chained to them. Maybe they were providing you with drugs, or someone who is their little minion, a flotsam and jetsam, is providing you with drugs, and it's kind of coming from them to keep you under control. No more. You walk away from that. You walked away from the addiction, the mental servitude. Those chains are now broken. But you can't do it yourself. Okay? This isn't, we deal with this ourselves in the community. No, this is that time that you call the cops. This is that time. What you're not, you're not going to call your guy to call their guy to try and handle this yourself. No. You have no idea who this person has in their pockets. There's so much corruption here that the only thing you can do is stay strong, stay creating. Don't stop creating. Stay focused on your own goals, wishes, and dreams, and moving forward there. But you have to let this go. And like I said, if they ask you to testify, you're going to say yes. Because when it comes time to expose... Did I say life insurance policy? That's what I meant to say. This guy's probably taking out life insurance policies on these idols secretly without them knowing. Yeah, it happens. Is it legal? Maybe murky waters. Is it immoral? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's immoral. And it should be illegal. And what they do is, like I was saying, use blackmail. They use drugs. Then they get them to do sexual things. Then they tape it. Then they blackmail them so they can't leave the contract. Or so they commit suicide. And, suicide, an accident. And then behind closed doors, these fucking slugs cash out. Does the family get the money? No. The CEO who caused all of this to happen, and their little minions, and all of their crooked politicians that they have in their pocket benefit. And then you get a cut, you get a piece of the pie, you get a piece of the pie, you get a piece of the pie. That's how they talk about you behind your back. You're a pie for them to slice up and dish out. No more. Never again. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever again. Not ever again. So this might be kind of a scary message, but remember, at the end of that is the 10 of Cups. It's the 10 of Pentacles. That's what you want to see. That's feeling like you belong again. You're safe in your own world. You can relax. You can go on vacation. You can sleep in, like the Divine Mother was telling you to. Go on vacation. Remove yourself from this situation so you can get some sleep. So you can get some rest. If they had you running on this hamster wheel so that you never really see what they're doing to you, that's the end of that. This is comprehension. This is a message for you. You are so above it. You are above their comprehension. They don't understand love. They only understand greed. So you outlove them by loving yourself. You will feel like you belong in a community that treats you with actual respect and loyalty. That happiness and that fulfillment is there. And also the security of I'm seeing like the 7 generations to come will benefit from you saying yes to prosecuting this person or to working with authorities when you never thought you would. It's putting that Warren Jeffs in prison for the rest of his life. So thank you for your service, whoever you are. You're absolutely a guardian angel yourself in true form. And you're trying to be a guardian of like children themselves, of creative people. A goddess of creativity or a god of creativity in human form to fight this darkness by throwing yourself into the meat grinder, and you did. It's like you had to prove to the higher courts that this was happening using yourself, and you did, and you have, and now you're being asked to walk away from that so you can be rewarded. It's like you've done your time. Thank you for your service. You're not being asked to suffer one more day. And the outcome is peacock. So bigger, beautiful, fabulous, fabulous ray of light that you are is able to finally shine without being dulled or squashed or siphoned or used. So this is not all in vain. If there's anything I can say, it is not all in vain. You know, if you are a creator, god, or goddess, you are protecting your future children from ever having to go through this or deal with someone like this. You're changing the world forever. So if you're feeling like you can't move, you are. You're doing it. It's happening. And if you missed a video 1, check that out. Because it's coming full circle to you are it. You're perfect who you are. You're exactly where you needed to be. If you felt stuck or stunted, it's because you had to see something from a different perspective, and you have. And now you can really love yourself and protect yourself and move on to that joy that you've earned, that you've chosen. Your happiness, your comfort, and your confidence again. So, you're able to be that warm, loving, compassionate phoenix that rises from the flames, the ashes. So, clear out your date book. And don't be afraid to say yes to being a part of putting this person away for the rest of their lives. You will be protected. You will be compensated. So rest this week. Don't overdo it. Don't do anyone any favors. Your favors are all used up. This is freedom. This is freedom. This is liberty. Don't worry about what people say while you're doing it. Don't worry about the gossip. Don't worry about what people will say. Don't worry about the future. You stay in the moment. Stay creating. Keep working on that project. Make sure that you're staying with the self-love, a baby step. If you're not really feeling that right now, a baby step. You get your hair done. You get your nails done. You buy yourself a new outfit. You fake it till you make it diva mode this week. You fake it till you make it diva mode this week. Meaning, you sleep when you feel like sleeping. You rest when you feel like resting. You don't overdo anything. And you let it go because nothing's permanent, even your suffering. So there is a way out. There is a loophole in the contract if it's not that serious and guys go into jail. But I think it is. He is. She is. So cooperate with the authorities if they come to you this week. In whatever form it manifests, because it equals your abundance, balance, freedom, joy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Remember, you're never alone. Your cries were heard. Your prayers were heard, even if you thought they weren't. It just might manifest in a different form than you were expecting. So envision your beautiful future where you are the CEO of your own life. You are the main character. You are the leader. You create your own life instead of creating somebody else's, which is what you didn't know you were doing, but it was all kind of manipulation or pyramid scheme, and no more. If it is a cult leader, yeah, they deserve to be in jail. There's more you don't even know. So like I was saying, go ahead and work with those authorities if they come to you, even if it's the last thing you ever thought you would do. Love you, Gemini. Big hugs to you. Big hugs. No more suffering. And I hope you enjoy that beautiful settlement when it comes to you. You deserve it. Bye-bye.